Hello guys, welcome to Ofoy TV. My name is Ikia Ofoy. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. You just click on the subscribe button. But if you have been coming here and you have never subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please follow the page so that you'll be notified whenever I make a new video or I share a post or something. But you must subscribe so that you can get notified if you're on YouTube, and then follow the page, turn on notifications so that you will be notified when I make any post on Facebook. All right, but on YouTube, all you have to do is just sign in with your Gmail login information, and then you click on subscribe. That's simple as that. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe on YouTube. All right, Facebook is another matter, right? But you just follow me there. That will be it. But guys, today I wanted to talk to you about the upcoming Devolutory announcement. All right, many of you are excited, you're gaining knowledge, you are understanding certain things like really clear. All right, because in the past it was like a mystery. It's like, hey, only certain people can do this, or only few people can do this, or only. Now you know that the mystery is gone. It is not that scary. You can do things on your own. You can do this DIY, do it yourself. You can do things on your own. But to do it on your own, you must gain knowledge. So today I'm going to talk to you about things you shouldn't do the moment you find out that you have been selected as a winner. All right? The first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is do not call an agent if an agent wasn't the one who applied for you. There are some of you who apply for the lottery, and then when you win, you are excited, but you think that you need an agent to process the whole thing for you. You don't. You don't need an agent. You don't need a lawyer. You don't need me. You don't need any YouTuber. You don't need anybody. You just need the knowledge, the right knowledge, so that you can do it yourself. Many others have done it themselves, and they are not, more intelligent than you. They are not smarter than you. Just people from your countries, people from your own neighborhood, your own area, your own town, your own village, your own country. They have done it themselves. So can you. But you must gain knowledge so that you know how to go about things. If an agent didn't apply for you, don't take your case to an agent and get yourself victimized, because oftentimes when you take your case to an agent, they are going to charge you, and most agents are not transparent about their fees. They are not transparent, so they tell you, oh, anything you go give me, and then when you are there, now that you have given everything to them, now they want more money. They are getting greedy and greedy and greedy, and now you are at loss. The other thing is that if you give to an agent who doesn't know what they do, then they could also harm your journey. All right? Let's go to the next one. Do not use travel and tour people to do this Devolutory. Okay? Guys, I am not here to collapse somebody's business. But travel and tour people, Devolutory is not their typical job. Travel and tour, if I'm going to Kenya, and I want to go to a travel and tour, they will give me places that you can visit whilst in Kenya. Transportation, your accommodation, I can arrange all of that with travel and tour. You see, I didn't mention visa in this matter. Years ago, when I was going to Dubai, I booked a travel and tour package. They arranged for where I will go during my entire stay. So every morning, the travel and tour people, they'll bring their car, they'll pick me up at my hotel, they take me around to different places. That is what typical travel and tour people. Devolutory visa is not that simple. So if a travel and tour, you go to a travel and tour, agency for them to fill this thing for you, there are certain aspects that they don't know. How to transfer your case, the visa bulletin, some of them don't even understand. So imagine that this is once in a lifetime opportunity, and then you give it to somebody whose job is organizing tours for people, and you give them this once in a lifetime opportunity to them to figure out American visa process. You will find yourself in serious troubles. They've been over the years since I've been doing this. I've heard so many horror stories. Some people have agents, and their agent, they're telling them, please, I need to transfer my case. The agent is like, be patient, be cool. And then be cool. Then they miss their interview. They never get interview. I've heard of people who have agents, and then the moment they get interview, the time is too short. The agent is complaining, why is it they're giving you interview for just 5 days to go and prepare for interview? How can this? Your agent even thinks it's impossible, right? So sometimes you put yourself in, bad situation. Somebody wins the lotto, gives it to an agent. All of a sudden, the agent has paired them with somebody they don't know. They now have a wife that they never, had. They never wanted in the first place. An agent, you give your case to an agent or a travel mentor. All of a sudden, they're charging you a whole lot of money. You can do it yourself. Don't put yourself at a disadvantage by taking your case to somebody that is not their expertise. Okay? You can watch the videos, watch my videos, watch videos from other YouTubers who are also giving relevant information about DV lottery, and then use that to help you. Okay? Don't think that the travel and tour agency, that is their job. No, it is not just you filling the application, but there's more after that. The journey may look simple, but there are various tiny steps along the way that those travel and tour people don't have access to that. The same way me sitting here, I cannot be planning, I cannot be a travel and tour agent for Kenya when that is not my expertise. I don't have any background there. I haven't even gone there. I don't even know the places to go. I cannot be organizing something like that. That is why you have to be careful. When you see travel and tours, it doesn't mean that they are the people to help you with your DV lottery. Okay? Avoid. What about those of you who may already be working with an agent? You have put your case in the hands of an agent. An agent was the one who registered for you, and now you are in that space. Well, if you are having to deal with an agent, make sure that you know who you are dealing with, the human being. I'm talking about physically. Who is this person? Who is the person behind that name? Who is the person behind Ikea Wofoi? Who is the person behind Wofoi? Because some of you may meet your agents on Facebook, on social media, and they have different names. They may not even have their own photos on social media for you to know that, okay, I can put the name and the person together. So in case if something, messes up, I know who I'm looking for. Make sure that if you're dealing with an agent, you have a person, you have an address, you have a location, you know who you are dealing with, just in case they get greedy, just in case they don't follow the agreed terms. Okay? Because when you're working with an agent, there has to be an agreement. They do this for you, you do this for them. But some people can get greedy along the line. They see that, hey, you are going to America and you make a lot of money over there, so let me also collect more money from you. They change the agreement. You need to know, who is this person I am dealing with? What is their name? Where did they live at? That also comes to my next point. What do they have to lose? What do they have to lose? If you are dealing with an agent who doesn't have any presence anywhere, they don't have any reputation to protect, they don't have any business to protect, they don't have any social media platform to protect, they don't have any office to protect, they have nothing to protect, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage. The person that you're dealing with, even they don't even have a picture on their Facebook page. So what if they get greedy and they don't abide by your agreed terms and conditions? What if they become greedy and they don't listen to you? They don't do what you expect them to do. They have nothing to lose. So what do you have as leverage over them? What can you use to your advantage to make sure that you don't become a victim? Think. If you're using an agent, if you're using anybody, ask yourself, if they don't do the right thing, What do they have to lose? Do they have a reputation to protect? Whoever you are dealing with, find out, what do they have to lose? Do they have something to protect? If somebody offers to assist you, make sure you are dealing with that person. Make sure you know the identity of the person behind there. Do video call and see the face of the person there. Please, I want to see your ID so that I know it's who you say you are. And if the person is real, they will go through with that. If they refuse to identify themselves to let you know who they are, please move on to the next person. I am not saying that if somebody refuses to identify themselves to you, I'm not saying that they are a scammer. But if the person is not willing to identify themselves to you, then definitely move on to the next person. All right? It is not worth the headache. All right? Now, if you are to work with an agent, make sure that you keep copies of all documents you give to them. You keep copies of all documents you give to them. Some of you, maybe when you register for the Green Card Lottery, your confirmation number, you printed the page and then you hand it over to your agent without keeping a copy. And now your agent has, gone rogue. Okay? Your agent has now changed their mind. They have become greedy. They want to be wicked. But you have given them the only copies that you have. You have given all of that to them. You have given your confirmation number to that person. You don't even know your own confirmation number. You have given everything to that person. You see, you will have to now comply and abide by any demands they have so that you can gain access to your documents back. If you don't, they will not give you your documents back. So be very careful when you're handing over your documents to somebody. Make sure you have copies. Don't ever give the only copy to that person. Make sure you have copies of them. So if your confirmation page, if it's a sheet of paper, take a picture of it and keep that picture. Take a good picture. Make sure that your copies are good copies. Sometimes we want to give the original to somebody, but the copies that we make for ourselves are horrible. You take a fuzzy picture, you take a bad scanning of that image, but that is supposed to be your backup plan. Make sure your backup plan and your first plan, they are in good situation, because if your first plan fails, your backup plan will become your only plan. So when you're making copies of your document, make sure that you are making good copies that you can read. You can see things, you can discern between the characters that you have on that document. Okay? And so these are the things that I wanted to talk to you about. What do you think that I didn't mention? Things you shouldn't do. Things you shouldn't do. I talk about not calling an agent if an agent is not even involved. Don't go to travel and tours, because this is not their typical job, and they might not know all the various stages within the process, and it might harm you. Paying money. When you're dealing with your agent, some agent might get greedy. So you need to ask yourself, what do they have to lose? What do they have to lose? Do they have a reputation to protect? Do they have a business to protect? Do they have something to protect? Will they cause them an embarrassment if they don't do what you have both agreed to do? And when you're giving your documents to someone, make sure that you are not giving them the only copies that you have. Make photocopies, take pictures, scan, but keep a legible copy of what you are giving to that person, so that in case things don't go the way you plan, things don't work out, at least you have some copies that you can use it to process your case. All right? So let me know, what are some of the things that you think people shouldn't do? Share that in the comment section. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook. Turn on the notification so that you will hear, of any news that are they published on my platforms, whether on YouTube or on Facebook. But you need to follow my platforms, all of them, because if you subscribe on YouTube and they follow on Facebook, you are not going to get Facebook information on YouTube. So make sure you are followed on various platforms. And when you win the Greek Car Lotto, please know that you can do it yourself. DIY, do it yourself. So gain the knowledge. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have a whole lot of content. Over 300 videos have been published here on my YouTube channel. Go through them. Watch the ones that are relevant to you. That will help your case. Also, don't limit yourself to just one form or one source of information. Make sure that you are availing yourself to various sources of information, and then you make the best decision for yourself. Right? Guys, I love you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.